You are ready to grow your business. You know it's time. Are you really ready to hire? Even just a VA who could help out 5 to 10 hours a week? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 signs to know that yes, you're ready. Now it's time to get serious about bringing in some help. This is drawn from the collaboration element of the Freedom Evolution method, where I go in depth into job descriptions, hiring process, becoming the CEO for your growing team. But let's help you get clear and lay some of the groundwork for what comes first. Now, most exhausted entrepreneurs, when they realize that they might need to hire, have one of 2 reactions. Either they start asking everyone they know, hey, do you know a good VA? I really need some help. Or they panic. They try and avoid the issue entirely. They convince themselves that hiring and managing people is just too hard. They're not there yet because they aren't making some arbitrary amount of money that's their personal benchmark for success. That sound familiar? If that's been you in the past, then you may have either jumped the gun or delayed way too long. It's also possible you've had a few bad hires that were just so miserable that they turned you off from wanting to grow your business and made you feel like maybe you weren't ready. So if that's the case, I get it. I have been there, but that's part of why I want to share with you the 3 signs to let you know that now is the time and you're gonna be ready. Sign number 1, show me the money. Yep, if you're not making any money yet, it might be too early to hire. That is, unless you have a venture capitalist funding your startup through its first growth phases, which, nope, isn't true for most of us. That's why you'll want your business to be bringing in some revenue, proving that you've got a product or a service that the market wants. But if you're not consistently cash flow positive, if you've been riding that cash flow roller coaster where some months are great and others are kind of tight, then I'm a strong believer that this is the perfect time to hire. Why? Because when you're in that space, if you free up 5, even 10 hours a week of your time to focus on revenue generating activities, in other words, marketing, sales, or even just service delivery so that you have more time to take in more clients, then that is what helps you get off the roller coaster and into a consistent carousel of cash. Sign number 2, define and document your systems. Now, if you want someone else to take over the tasks that you've been doing, then at minimum, you'll need to be able to define what those tasks are and how to know that they've been done successfully. In other words, your success criteria for getting it done right, which is why you'll often want to document the process that you've been using for that task. Now, depending on the role, the level of expertise you're hiring for, etc., you may be able to give more or less detail and still get a successful outcome. However, too often I see entrepreneurs getting super frustrated that their new VA just doesn't know how to do things the right way from the beginning. Guess what? VAs aren't mind readers. Things that are obvious to you may not be obvious to someone else. And that's why process documentation is important. It helps to transfer the knowledge from one mind into another in a way that allows the steps and the results to become repeatable by anyone. Welcome to why McDonald's and Starbucks can give you the same experience each time you walk through the door, no matter what store you go into in the world. So while you may not be aiming to become a super global franchised business, the same general rules apply in your business as well. And by the way, you don't need to document every single system in your whole business before you hire your first person. Instead, you want to focus on the key tasks that you'll be asking this person to take over first. You can build the rest as you go. Which brings me to sign number 3, prepare your mindset. Let me just tell you, you are likely to have a bunch of emotions the first time you hire someone. I certainly remember that I did. After all, at the time, I was about 25 years old. I had no freaking idea what I was doing. I had never hired or managed someone before. But here's where I'm going to share some wisdom that helped me over and over again in moments like that. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Or, as Ray Bradbury said, sometimes you just have to jump off the cliff and learn to make wings on the way down. Growing your business is big. It's important. It's life-changing. And not just for you, but for many others. The people you're going to hire, the clients and the customers that are going to be impacted because you're scaling your business. Your friends and your family that might actually get to see you more because you're not running around like a chicken with your head cut off. But that's why it's important not to wait, to know that you're ready and to get started immediately. Now, I can guarantee you, this isn't something you're gonna just do once and then never again. Hiring is a skill that you develop as part of growing a business because people are gonna come and go through your company over time. And that means that if you start learning how to do it confidently and develop your hiring processes, it really does get easier and easier every time. What I've shared with you are 3 signs that you're ready to hire. And if you've recognized that it's time to get down to business and actually start getting the help you need, then you'll want to get clear about the tasks that you want to delegate. Draft a job description, make your hiring plan, and so much more, all of which is part of what I teach in the Freedom Evolution. Now, if you're ready to take the very next step, then you'll want to pick up our What to Delegate First worksheet for free, which you can find at chosencourse.com/I want more, as well as a bunch of other amazing resources for entrepreneurs who are ready to grow just like you. So let's make this happen, Freedom Lover. You've got this.